boom, boom, beat. Hungry eyes. All right, friends with hungry eyes out there, we have 10 grams of silver here, friends. We're going to make $10 in silver into $100 of jewelry. And I'm going to show you how we do it. Let's just prove this so you guys don't think I'm jiving. Okay. 10 grams of silver. We're going to turn this into $100 worth of jewelry. With these crazy economy that we have these days, guys, we really have to learn how to stretch, no pun intended, the dollar. And you know what they say, the almighty dollar ain't what it used to be. Hobos used to ask for $1, now they ask for $3. You know how it is, inflation, friends. Let's turn this into $100. We're gonna take this to the rolling mill. It'll be a little bit boring to watch this, so I'm gonna edit the rolling process. Let's listen to some music as we roll this out, and let's watch this thing grow. Let's go. On two. Ready? Break. Open it up all the way, buddies. This is about 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. Okay. Until it bites on it, then I'll feed it through. All right, to this point, I'm going to anneal this. A nice red glow here, friends, nice and even. I turned the light off so you guys can see how cool that looks. Yeah, buddy. Very well. Hungry eyes. Sorry guys, sorry. After annihilation, roller 2, number 2 in there. Number 3, going into number 3. 4, number 4. Number 5. Watch your eyes. All right, guys, I wound it up around my hand, and I'm gonna anneal it one more time, just so I can have some malleability. Is that a big word? Malleability. Guys, be aware that when you roll these skinny, and if you don't anneal a lot, sometimes they splinter. But for the purposes of our jewelry today, the splintering is inconsequential. That's another big word, man. You guys probably think I know how to read. Oh, jeez. But we're gonna anneal this so that we can get kind of some bendability to it again, and then we're gonna turn this 10 grams of silver into $100. Let's go. The almighty dollar can't get what you used to buy. Stuff used to cost $1, now it costs about $5. Sorry. All right, jewelry hermits, we did this. We have 2 feet 10 inches. I did measure. We're gonna go 60 inches, or 60 mil, as a real jewelers call it, mil. Gotta get. Then what I do is I just double that. 60 mil, friends. 60 mil. 60 mil. We're gonna be about a size 7.5 ring. And you might think this might not work out very well. Adding some crinkles. Let's add some crinkles to this. Pretty random. Just like that. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I like to start in the middle, and then I just go one of these numbers. Then we kind of finger finagle. Do you guys like to finger finagle? Don't be gross. Don't be gross, guys. Here we go. Finger finagling these. If you really are feeling kind of froggy, you can make these kind of flat at the end where they're gonna, that way they meet. They kind of want to hang out a little bit more at the ends right there. Can you guys see that? See how that, let's zoom into that if I can. But that's what you want at the ends, just to make your life easier. And see how it kind of splintered? I don't know if you guys can see that. The splinter right there. When you're doing other kinds of jewelry, you really want to make sure that that doesn't happen, or you rectify that situation. So we're just going to kind of finger finagle a little bit. We're going to do that one. We're going to do one like that. And then I'm going to do another one. Let's say we're going to do a 65 mil on the second ring. We're going to do 2 rings, guys. This one we're going to do a little bit more exaggerated, kind of more dramatic. Let's make this one a little bit more dramatic. For the drama queens out there, you know, the drama queens. Gotta make jewelry for the drama queens, friends. Muy dramática. Okay. See how that's more dramatic? It's bigger. We're gonna do a drama queen ring, and then not drama queen ring. Let's take this to the soldering block, and I'm going to show you how fun and how easy this is. That's how much we use, and we still have this much wire. And you guys will see what we're going to do with this. All right, so with the remainder of this wire, we're going to just give it the old, let's go through this in fast motion and see how satisfying this looks. All right, friends, right there, we are saving no drama for your mama. This is muy dramática. Look at that. Okay, now you guys know what I'm gonna do. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Then we're just gonna go right here, and I'm just gonna give it the old rando rooski, and we're just gonna give it. Let's do this. We're going some long ones, and some short ones. This is art, guys, and this is the fun part of the art. Just doing what you feel. Do what feels good. I've never done this quite like this before, guys. So you guys are on this adventure with me. $10 into $100, guys. Let's make this $10 into $100. Some short ones. I'll put the little short jibbers over here. All right, so here we are. The first step that I've learned, and I'm going to share this with you guys because I care about you. I care about your mental health. So we're going to go ahead and just get this nice and flat so it wants to. And we're going to focus on one end at a time. And before we get kind of froggy with any of these middle pieces, whoa, Johnny, we are going to do, I like to put the ends towards the end of my block just so I can really get my flame over there. Okay, we got our tweezers right here with the wooden handle. Guys, I subscribe to these wooden handled tweezers. You can get them hot and they're not going to burn your fingers. Where's my lighter? Okay, let's go. A nice heat. We're going to go right here. We're going to start on this end, and what we're going to do is we're going to fuse this very end first. One end at a time, guys. We're going to fuse this. Circle the flame, and you'll see the silver want to respond. Make sure they're touching, and you might see some reticulation, which is the silver wanting to bubble a little bit. It'll get a little bit shiny. There it is. There it is. It's starting to do it, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that through the flame. Okay, we got that. Then I flip it around and get these to want to become homies. Reticulation, connected. Okay, let's do this one. This measure right here, friends, is just to make your life easier. because what you can do, what you can do is put everything and then fuse everything together. But I'm telling you, man, they start getting jumpy on you, it's gonna ruin your day. There's stages of fusation, and you really want to get a good fuse. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't, because I've done one where it kind of came apart, but I was able just to squeeze it back together. So this is all one again, just very lightly fused at the ends, because we're going to go through again once we put these other ones on. And hanging it over the edge really helps, because the heat sink of the block will kind of inhibit the fusation station. Okay, boom, squeeze it. Become familiar with the silver, friends, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna do the fun part. This is the art part. This is just like the freestyle part. So we're just gonna go, we're gonna use some of these longer ones for this big one. You want for them to hang over at least a few millimeters off the edge of the rails, guys. Now, some of these I've done where I put a stone in the middle, so I keep the middle open, but these ones we're just gonna go silver, because that's kind of our plan for today. Let's see, and you just kind of freestyle it, guys. Make sure it's hanging over the edge nice and... You want them hitting both rails if possible. Okay, so that's where we're at. Oh man, I'm sorry I tried to put a little bit of flux on that bad boy, and let's take it to town. You guys with me? Did you guys block me yet? Am I recording? Okay, guys, I hope we're still in it. A little bit of flux on that bad boy, some heat, just so you guys see my flame. I don't want it too big, but I don't want it too small, or I'll be sitting here forever. We're gonna focus on this big, dramatic, drama queen one first. I've never done one this dramatic before, guys. So if it turns out to be a disaster, you guys can laugh at me. So what I do, friends, is I start on one rail. I'm gonna do the rail that's facing me first, because I can see as the silver responds, and I'm gonna go through. It's kind of tedious, but I'm gonna go through each piece. Just look at each piece, give each piece my individual attention. And it's okay if they ball up, because they will ball up. The hanger overs, they will ball up a little bit, and that's okay. That's why you let them hang over, because if they ball up, then they're not going to be into the void, into the middle. You don't want them to fall into the middle. You have a hanger in the middle. So I'm looking at them, and I'm seeing them become one with the rail. See, that's kind of hanging over the top. That's all right. We're just going to help it and push. Whatever's not making contact with the one next to it, you can just use your tweezer and give it a little push and just let it make contact. And then as it starts to fuse, it'll fuse into. So we're moving down, okay. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that on that side. Now we're gonna go to the other side. Just work our way back around. Be patient. Use your eagle eyes. Focus power. Can't rush through this process, guys, because you don't want to melt what you don't want to melt. You want to melt what you want to melt. Just imagine having hungry eyes, guys. You need hungry eyes. Scary. Dance your flame, dance your flame. let it. There we go. There's one. Now I like to go through on the bottom side while it's still kind of toasty and just kind of give it another run through very lightly. Getting that rail, becoming friends with the toppers. It'll relax a little bit, that's okay. It's off the block, so it will heat up faster. That's okay, just be aware. Okay. Okay, guys. I did that one. I don't know if you guys want to see me do this one. Acetylene, air, the Goss handle, number 3 head, which I almost use exclusively. I do use the number 1 head when I'm doing small jump rings, but I like the number 3 head. It's just kind of what I'm used to, but everybody has their kind of thing. Whoa. See that hanger in the middle there? That's not what you want, friends. We can clip it though. There we go. Those middle hangers, guys, sometimes they can get caught on clothes. So you're really trying to think about the functionality of the piece as well. And my instructor, Melanie Klein, always encouraged us to rub your finished silver piece with some cotton. And if it gets stuck on the cotton, chances are it's going to get stuck on a jacket or like a wool sweater. So just give it like quality control before you send it out. Just make sure that you're not going to get a phone call down the road. Hey, this is broke off because it got snagged on my sweater. Okay, I think I got it good right there. I know this is long, guys. Just bear with me. We're almost there. Let's flip this over. Oh, man, I almost forgot to blink. We have two pieces of jewelry right here, and this was the only leftover piece that we didn't use. All right, we got Drama Queen right here. Now you can leave it like that, but what I've been liking to do lately is run it through my rolling mill just a little bit. You're not really trying to stretch it or get it too funky with it, but just a little bit. Start very lightly and just look at it and watch, you'll see. Very nice. Okay, about like that, guys. Just see how it has some flatness to it. Not much, but just a little bit. And then, all right, Jewelry Rebels, what I like to do now is after I roll it is go through with my shear cutters and just cut and try to save these little pieces, because you know, in this economy you can't just throw silver away. So I save these little pieces and just put them in my scrap bin, and who knows what I'll end up doing with it. I'm gonna saw these other ones off and I'll bring you guys right back. These are the clippings off to the edges, and now I'm going to put this on my sander and just kind of clean up these edges, and I'll show you how I do that. Big shout out to Swift Eagle for sending me a sander, because he saw me always using my file. He's like, bro, you could save some time if you use a sander. And I don't mind wasting time, but if you can save it, hey. Nice to the touch. Let's put this in the acid and let's start thinking about bending. All right, you outlaw revolutionaries. This is where we are. What do you guys think? In the comments, would you see how the rails are kind of raised up above? Can you guys see that? Would this be and then it'd bend this way? Or would you have the on top? See how they're on top? Which way would you bend? It could go either way. I'm thinking maybe the rail's on top. I've done them this way, where I bend them like this, and those are cool. But I think these ones, we're going to go with the rails on top. Just let me know what you guys would think stylistically. If the rail should be on the top or if the rail should be on the bottom underneath the cross members. And I'm going to show you how I do this, guys. You guys know how to do this already. You guys probably are better at this than I am. But basically what I'm doing, before we bend it, let's give it a 925 somewhere. I can't fit a boom. I cannot fit a boom on here because it's just not... I don't have a small boom stamp, but we're going to go 925 on here just so that people that buy it, they know it's not phony baloney. I'm at a range. It's not uncommon that I'm at a range. Oh, and real quick, guys, if you wanted to, I have these 5mm Kingman turquoise round turquoises that I made a bunch of these for. And if you wanted to, guys, you could cut this to fit right inside that, and then you can have a stone in there. On this project, we're not going to do that because that's not part of the goal. But I could always do another one, do some other ones with some stones. Sometimes adding that stone, it could be labradorite, it could be moonstone, it could be anything you want. But it adds value. It adds value to the piece. We're going to see what size we ended up with. Let's move this like this so you guys can see. I'm not sure you don't want to hear look at my hobo flip-flops. Although I am wearing pants today. Not pants, I'm wearing sweatpants today. So I'm not completely hobolistic. I anticipated probably about a size 7 on this small one. And we're about size 6.5. So with those little bends, it does shorten it up a little bit. So this is going to be about a size 6 when it's all said and done. And I don't get too froggy on getting it perfectly round right now because I will go through, once I solder these together, sure it up, if you know what I'm saying. This one I thought might be about a size 7.5. Now, it broke right there. And I had a feeling it might because it was kind of weak. I kind of bent it. Oops. I kind of melted whenever I was fusing. I kind of let it get a little thin right there. And that was my error. I got a little careless with my torch. Where is it now? Now I can't find it. Right there. Can you guys see that? It's separated right there. I'm going to put some heat on that, and I'm going to fuse that, get that back together. Let me show you that real quick, and then I'll bring you guys right back to this spot. But we're going to put the torch on it one more time. We're going to see if we could fix this with the fusing method. Just to keep you in the loop, guys, I'm going to open this up a little bit. And the weak spot is right here. And in my experience, guys, in the past when I try to fix this issue, it'll ball up and then separate. So what I'm going to do, I might have to use my third hand just to help me out here, just to kind of prop it. That's the weak spot right there. We're going to use this piece of silver that I had right here, and we're going to use it to patch this. And I want, idealistically, if I can get that to sit right on there, right there. Do you feel what I'm saying? Okay. Put a drop of flux. I don't know why. Do I want the little head or the big head? Let's go with the number 1, guys, because we're really trying to not ruin everything around it. So let's focus our power in one direction. I always like my thumb to be on the you know what I'm saying. Not always, but typically. Okay, here we go. We're gonna focus power right on this spot. I got my solder pick. And we're gonna hopefully let this be homies. Fuse, buddy, fuse. I'm feeling kind of good about that. What do you guys think, Johnnies? You guys believe in it? I do believe in it. I do believe in it. Breathe. I've burnt myself many times. Double dip that bad boy. Okay, now you can see where it was. That's very strong now. Now I have a little straggler that I don't like. That'll probably cut that off. Just like on this guy, I have this straggler I don't like. I'll eventually cut that off. In fact, let's do that right now. That way we don't start getting false hopes. Although that does look cool, but that will get caught on something, guys. And we don't want to get a phone call. Thinking long term. These are forever pieces. But we do have the fuse fix right there. I'm going to dip this in the acid and then get this rounded out again, and then we're going to I'll bring you guys back and you guys can watch me solder this together. And that's basically it, guys. But let's bring this to let's land this plane, and I'm glad you guys got to see me do that, because I think it's important that you're going to have issues, and just to know that they can be fixed. All right, guys, so you guys know I'm not phony baloney. We're going to go ahead and go switch this out for our number 3 again. And then we're going to go ahead and solder this this shank shut. A little drop of flux for the homies. Cook the flux off so that our solder doesn't start breakdancing. Okay, place the solder right on the join. I work underneath. Feather. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, guys. Nice big piece of solder on there. Just pull it this way because the solder will follow the heat. There we go. Feeling good in the hood. Let's put that in the acid. We'll grab the other one and we'll do the same for the other one. All right, I took Drama Queen out of the acid. Put it on my yellow silicone wheel just to give it a little run through. And now I'm using my flat file, my tiny flat needle file, to give it a flat end where the shank is going to come together. Because you want them to be friends. Give it the tension, the old tension. Bam. Bloop. Generous pallion. Just like so. You want both sides of the shank to get even heat so that pallion will fall right into that seam. Feather. I like to feather from underneath because it pulls the solder in. Boom. We're getting there. Let's feather from this side. Make sure that we're getting good. Looks good. Looks good, friends. Okay. Quench it so I don't burn the beans out of myself. One time I burned my fingers so hard I smelled my fingers and it smelled like barbecue. Cleaning up that seam. Little seam cleanup there. Okay, let's see what we're working with over here, guys. Let's just give it a little We thought this might be bigger than a 7. We'll see. When you do those crinkles, it kind of shortens the wire a little bit. Rotate it on your thing. This is the Drama Queen one. Okay, Drama Queen is officially 7. A size 7, maybe slightly above a 7. And this other one is a 6. So just knowing that, this is a solid 6 and this is a 7. So we got a size 6 and a size 7, which are pretty typical lady size rings. And guys, I gotta tell you, man, look how cool that is. These have a lot more cleanup still to do with them, and I'll show you. Stick around. I'm gonna do a you know how I like to do the music video at the end, where I play some music and then you guys can see what these look like in their final splendor. But this is essentially what it is, guys. I'm going to go ahead and clean these up, get them polished, maybe some liver of sulfur to really make the dramatics of the overlapping cross members even more dramatic. Yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. 10 grams of silver into, let's see how much these weigh while you guys are with me. 8 grams. So there's 2 grams of silver in those little pieces that I cut off. This is 8 grams, guys. $50 a piece. Do you guys think this would be worth in your guys' market, where you guys are in your area of the world? $50 a piece? Would somebody pay $50 for this? Or do you think they would pay $40? Anyways, whether it's $80 or $100, we use $10 to make this. And so yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you guys that. I hope you guys, this had some value. Please hit subscribe. It's springtime here in Western Colorado, and I'm going to be out in the mountains. I'm going to be doing some hiking. I got some hiking plans this weekend, so I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, guys, tell me if you guys think in the comments, if you guys think these are, how much Drama Queen, is this $100 ring? And not Drama Queen, if this is a $100 or a $100 ring, a $50 ring or a $50, are these $50 each? Maybe 60 and 40, which equals 100. What would you guys in your guys' market, would these be sellable? Do you think your friends would like this? Can you do this? Would you like to try it? Put it in the comments, guys. You know what it is. Please hug your loved ones, drink plenty of water. Come back for another jewelry adventure. We're always doing something cool over here, and I really look forward to seeing you guys next time. You guys know what it is. You guys know who it is. It's been Boom. It's Boom Jewelry Designs. I'm out. See you next time. Peace.